Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And today we're going to squeeze in a little set of fall nails before we saturate the Halloween nails. So let's do it. As always, the first step, we need a base coat. It's Orly Bonder. Next, we're going to go in with this Nina Ultra Pro. You may remember this from my nude video. A touch of cream. Okay, so here's my idea. We are going to use foils today. I saw a photo on Instagram. If I remember to move it from my phone to my laptop, I'll pop it up for you. But basically, you use the foil for the background of the design, and then you just draw your like detail lines or outlines around the foil to make the image what you want. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we're just putting down this nude background color for all of them. Alright, so we'll give that a moment to dry, and then I'm going to do a second coat, and then I'll be back. Alright, so that has had a moment. We are going to go in with this Orly Polish Shield today. This is a good quick drying top coat. I don't really love this long skinny brush, but it's kind of this way because of this bottle, but we need something that is going to dry quickly and smoothly and sturdily so we can put our foils on top of it. Okay, that's had some good time to dry. Now we're going to take this Orly in the shade Unraveling Story. This is from the Fall Color Pass box. And we're going to do the shapes, the background shapes that are going to go under the foils so that if there's any patches, hopefully it doesn't look terrible. And also so we can get an idea where things are going. So I'm going to put some of this on a palette. Alright, so for this pinky, I really don't know what I want to do. Like I was thinking maybe doing Frenches on all but two. But then I'm like, is that enough? Should it be more interesting? Let's just start with the idea. So we'll say we wanted a pretty deep one, right? Yeah. Get it from up here, have that come down and join. Right. Does that look even? I think it does. This side's a little bit wobbly. My pinky is always my hardest one to do because I have to turn my hand in such funky ways. Alright, what do we think of that shape? I like it. We're going to skip over these two because they're going to be our accent nails. Let's try and do a similar one over here. I'm so shaky at this, so I try to brace it so that it doesn't wobble around, but it's hard. Okay, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. See, I would have rather it be down further, but it is what it is. I always start my Frenches too high. I think that'll do. Now we gotta do one on the thumb. I'll just be right back. Alright, so I've got that on there. That's gonna have to do. Now we get to come back to the fun ones. So, let me tell you about the plan. We're gonna make pumpkins. They're gonna be in the style of the French, but they're gonna be pumpkin shapes. But the pumpkin background is gonna be a foil. We're gonna use the bottle brush to get our foil, or our curvature for our pumpkin shapes. So I'm gonna actually start on this finger. So we'll say, like, we're gonna do, I don't wanna go upwards because it's gonna make a mess. So it's like that. My brush is so dry. Get some paint on it. Okay. And then we want our other side to be a little bit more roundy, I think. There we go. put that off. There we go. So that's going to be a little bit of a pumpkin there. And we're going to do a similar one over here. So let's do the round bit. Come on down there. Alright, and then the other side of the pumpkin, I'm going to try and get that to go up a little. So we want that up here. There we go. So it's a little bit lower on one side. Because pumpkins are not perfectly even. And fun fact, this is the same way you make hearts. So when Valentine rolls around, you do this and make hearts. Let's let these dry. Alright, so this has all had time to dry, and I've put another top coat to seal these in. So what we're going to do, we're going to work our way through them. We're going to go in with our star glue. This is transfer foil glue. It air dries. It's not a gel. And you just basically, you paint it on. It's white. When it turns clear, it's ready. So let's start with that. Alright, so I'm going to try to only put this where I actually want it to stick, so that I don't have to do a bunch of cleanup. You want to use this relatively thinly. You know, dagnabbit, that doesn't belong there. You don't want big old thick globs that are going to take forever to dry. But also, like, you don't want it to be so thin that it's not enough. So, you know, just try to get good coverage. Maybe experiment with it. I think that's pretty good. Alright, let's let this dry. Alright, we've got some of them that have turned clear, so we're going to get ahead and get started. By the time we get to these other ones that are still a little bit white, they won't be anymore. So here's the foil I have chosen. Maybe if I hold it like this, it's easier to see. So it's a plaid. I think it's perfect for the season. So that's what I've got. I've got 3 squares about this size, so I'm just gonna use a little bit from each one. And so let's put some of this over here on this pinky. Wherever you stick it, it's about to be stuck, so don't mess up. You want to get it on there and then smooth it down. Get it good and stuck everywhere you want it. You don't want to miss any spots because it'll leave cracks. So I'm just pushing it on here. Now if you're all up on it and it's not too designy, you can kind of look at it and see where it's stuck, because the color will change a little bit. And I'm trying to be delicate with this so I don't run into my other nails. This is a lot easier when you're not doing more than one at a time. But yeah, so I got that on there. Let me unfold this a little bit. Looks like I've mostly got it on there pretty good. Alright, so with a gel transfer foil, I find peeling it off slowly is the good way to do it. But with this stuff, you want to do like a snatch. You want to go fast, because if you peel slowly, it peels up your polish. So we're going to get a hold of it, right? Ready? And we're going to go 1, 2, and just 3. And look how good that looks. That's awesome. And then I'm going to go around them and outline them, you know, with black so it's more defined. This side looks a little bit lower, but when I put the outline on, hopefully I can even it out a little bit. And let's try and do the same thing with this one. See, we've got space left on here, so we can still use this guy. Let's just put it right here. Get that smushed on there. Go down on the sides. Get it on here good. Alright, yeah. Looks like we got it on there pretty good. Ready? Haha. Yes, looking good. Let's see, I'm gonna put this piece to the side and get another one. Let's put that on there. Smoosh it around these curves. Now the thing with foils is they are flat. They're a piece of paper, really, and nails are not, and so they don't love to bend around curves. So that's how you get cracks. But if you try and make an effort to give each side its fair share of attention, you can most of the time, and what up? Yes, it's looking good. Okay. I think that one's good. Wow. You've seen it here, folks. The most treacherous thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna have to replace that whole nail. Wow. Okay. Let's finish this one, and we're gonna come back to this. I hope no more crazy stuff happens with this one. Okay. That one went well. And that side even turned out a little bit alright. I cannot believe that happened. That's insane. Okay, we are going to move on for now and finish what we're doing, and then I will do this before I wrap up the video so that it'll be here for the outro and the photos. So I'm going to take this finger paints in the shade Black Expressionism. It's just a really good black nail polish. Put some on a palette because we're going to be using this for our outlines. I want a good little bit here. There we go. Now we can't do a bunch of recklessness for this or it's going to look crazy. I'll come in and get those corners here in a second. We just want to get us a nice little V going. Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. Now, let's get these sides. Ugh, it's so hard when you can't see what you're doing. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now for our pumpkins, gotta turn this because I'm gonna have to do a thing. So we want to get our top shapes started. And then you want to use your lines that you have to make the following ones. You just want them to come straight off of that because that's part of it. Same thing going this way. Straight off of it. Be like, this is the thing. And then you take the little lines in this part and come out of that center area and do a nice little arch and come on down. So that's our pumpkin on that one. Let's try this one. If your paint starts to get dry, get more. That's the thing about nail polish. It dries in the air, so it will coagulate as you're going. Okay, okay, okay. Yas, yas, looking cute, I think. Definitely, definitely. Yes, I like that. And then let's give this one a little outline. Now for these, we are going to go in and add stems. And actually, this is the brush I want. It's a detailer brush from Orly. It's really hard for me to draw tiny lines, but I'm going to do what I can. So I like to do a bit of a triangle to make my stem. One side can be taller than the other, or it can be completely flat, whatever you like. It's also a little bit hard to see with the glare from the lights. Alright, and now I'm going to try and put some of those little wispy line curly Q things. So I'm going to do like gotta do your little loops after the fact. There's one. Yeah. I'll probably zoom this in while it's in post so you can actually see what I'm doing, or at least attempt to. And then let's get one over here. Yeah, that's not as good. Too much acetone. Let's make that one a leaf then. Haha. I mean, it's something. They don't look similar. I am gonna go repair this and paint it back, and then we'll come back before we move on. Okay, we've replaced it. You definitely want to make sure you go in with your Maniology smudge-free top coat. on your nail arts because top coat is going to melt it. So I already did that, and then I've top coated the other ones in, but now we're going to top coat this last one now that the smudge free has dried to the best of its ability. It is not a final top coat. It will not dry down the same way as a quick dry top coat, and it won't be hard. So you still have to put a regular top coat on it, but it'll keep your regular top coat from ruining your art. So that's really it. What do you think? Do you like it? I do. I'm actually pretty pleased with how it came out. I'm not pleased with my art on these stems. No matter how many times I make these stems, they always look terrible, and yet I continue to do it. But I am going to go ahead and get you those photos from various places outside so that you can see those, and we'll wrap this up. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your interaction. I appreciate all of it. Of course, it does help the algorithm, which helps my channel grow, and I appreciate that. Definitely do make sure that you are using my links in the description and discount codes to save yourself some money. And then also, make sure that you are subscribed. Sometimes we have sneaky little giveaways, and you don't want to miss those. Sometimes I don't put in the title of videos that it's going to be there, so make sure you're watching them so you're not missing out on that too. And just remember, we're getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, and so there might be something happening for that too. But that's really it. Let me know if you have tried this technique before, and if you want to, and what other designs you think would be good to use this technique. What could we do? But I will let you get out of here, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.